Hello everybody. It's been way too long. I'm so sorry for my absence. I hope I have found you well on your feeds, and I hope that you're happy to have me back on your feeds. It's been a long time. I also have my apartment window open, so I apologize in advance for any background noise. But it's really warm in my apartment, and I want to have the window open because it's so nice outside. Today it is a Wednesday. Nope, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, but it felt like a Wednesday. In mid-April, here in St. Paul, in my apartment, living my best life, finally getting around to recording a podcast again. My last video was in mid-November, so it's been almost 6 months. A lot has changed. I currently don't live alone, but I live with 2 extra beings. My partner moved in with me, and I got a little cat. So in case you hear any purring or meowing, that is who that is. That's Espresso, Miss Espresso Martini. And hopefully I can get this done before my partner gets home from work. So we shall see. Let's try to zip through this really quick. And yeah, first things first, thank you all so much for sticking around and staying subscribed. I'm really sorry for keeping you all waiting. December through March was absolutely crazy for me. I was doing a new activity which really took up my time and couldn't find a spare moment to sit down and record. And I've just been so tired after work most days, and I've just been like, I don't want to record, I just want to sit and knit and vibe. So that's what I've mostly been doing for stuff. I have a lot of finished objects to show you guys, and a lot of whips, and a few future cast-ons and things that I want to work on. I unfortunately do not know where my tarot cards are at the moment. Unless I find them right now. Nope. So I unfortunately will not be doing a tarot pull this episode, so I'm so sorry you do not get a tarot pull. I think I will probably try to do a pull when I upload this and have it be the pull for the episode. Just have it be the image for the episode. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. Woo! First things first, I'm going to show off the sweaters that I finished. I finished 2 sweaters in the last 6 months-ish, 5-6 months that I've been off. So I finished my Lakes Pullover by Ozetta. This is in the colorway Fireball on Shelter Tones. No, not Tones, just Shelter. So it's Fireball. It's a really nice orange. Orange is my favorite color, and I absolutely love. I've worn this sweater a couple times, and I love the way it fits. It unfortunately is getting a little too warm outside, so it's off in the, it was in my cabinet being in storage. So there's that. Love this sweater. It's such a blast to knit. Definitely gonna knit 1 or 2 more of these Lakes pullovers because I loved the way it knit up. Lakes Pullover. Boop. My next sweater you never saw, and I had so much fun knitting on it. This is the, oh wow, I really did not alternate skeins, and that's really funny. Oh wow. It's so funny for me. This is the Crossroads Pullover by Joanna Ang, or Ang, I don't know how to say their last name, but it is a sweater that is knit side to side. So it's knit from the cuff to the other cuff flat, and it is a all over cable sweater. I made modifications. There's like a center panel that she has in the pattern that I opted out of. And then I also did some alternate shaping with the neck to be more of a boat neck with an actual back versus like it was like a same size scoop neck on both sides. Yeah, the sleeves are a little tight for my liking, so we shall see how often I actually wear this sweater. But I'm really happy with how this sweater turned out, so I might submit it to the state fair and see how this goes in the state fair. I'm really happy with the construction of it, and I think it looks really clean all over. I need to do some extra trimming of ends and things before I like submit it. I knit this in When's the Dale Worsted by La Bien-Aimée, in the color Joanna, which is the name of the designer, which I think might be like her colorway, because I think she does a lot of designs in La Bien-Aimée yarn. But yeah, so I love this sweater. It's super fun to knit. Definitely like a brain project that I worked on for my birthday. So happy with how this turned out, and I'm excited to see how it does in the fair. Yay. So those are my sweaters. I knit 2 cowls. So I participated in a HandSpun exchange and knit along with Botanical Knitter, and Samantha Guerin is the designer. She designed the Grid Gambit cowl. So this is the cowl that I finished. Knit in a HandSpun from Millie Knits on Instagram. I got paired up with her and was like, why does this username sound familiar? And it was because I already had followed her and we'd already had done some like just chatting and stuff. So here's the cowl that I knit out of the HandSpun that she sent me. She also sent me, she also hand dyed the yarn as well. It's a really nice gradient fade, pink to blue to pink. So that was super fun. Super out of my normal color picking with the pink, but the blue is gorgeous, and I love how it's in the center of the cowl. If you're looking to knit a cowl, this is definitely one that I recommend. It's super easy to memorize, super fun knit up fairly quickly. Sadly, was super busy and didn't get to finish it in time for the cowl, like with the cowl, but I still finished it close after the cowl ended. And it got me spinning, so I spun up a skein and I sent it to her as well. And yeah, and I have, with the yarn that she spun, she also sent me the leftover fiber to spin up my own. So it was super nice of her. So yeah, there's my Grid Gambit, all folded up, all nice and neat. And then I also knit this cowl. This is the Je ne sais quoi cowl by Max the Knitter. It is a just a basic small short neck cowl. All over lace, chevron. I knit this in Spin Cycle. I believe the color, oh my gosh, the colorway was House Blend. So it's coffee colorway theme, which is really lovely. I love wearing this to work when I'm making coffee. Super lightweight. The lace is really open, and I can wear it while I'm running around making coffee and sandwiches and stuff at work. So definitely a fan favorite of mine. I love this cowl. Perfect. Those are the cowls that I knit. And I knit and finish 2 pairs of socks. So these first socks technically are the same pair, and they're definitely not identical sisters. And so these are the DRK Everyday Sock by Andrea Mowry. I knit this sock first, and I thought I would have enough with the mini skein for the sock set that I had to knit both socks, and I did not. So the other sock is just the main color all over. The colorway is Negroni Spagulato with Prosecco in it by Muse 2320. It's one of their sock tail kits that she had. And yeah, I love it. Super fun knit. Super easy to replicate. Super fun. I like having the one sock be different. I think it's super cool. So there's that sock. And then the other sock I finished were these Shorty socks with a tab, with a heel tab. Boop, boop. Super fun, all stockinette all over. This is knit out of Muse 2320. I think it's one of her old fingering weight bases that she doesn't carry anymore. But the colorway is Grandpa's Gardens. So this was super fun to knit. Definitely loved knitting the tab and love the tab on Shorties, but don't know how often I will do it this way, especially because it's toe up or top down, and it was very frustrating. So I'll probably just keep doing my toe up pattern. So we shall see. I want to knit a pair of socks. I intended to knit these for my partner, but knit them to my stitch size and to his length, and they were too small for him, his big feet. So I decided to just go back a few and bind them off basically a little bit wider so they fit me. So I will knit him some socks soon, but not yet. Speed run through all those finished objects. Let's go. Perfect. Those are done. That's everything I've knit. For the most part. Yeah. On to works in progress. First things first, I have this bag that I got from Kristen. Espresso, what do you have? She has something. 1 second. Can I have this? Thank you. Tape. Come here. Come here. Okay, no way. We'll see if she wants to be seen by the people. She seems camera shy. This is going to be a tank top. Woo! A ball of yarn. I'm still on the first skein of yarn. This is the As Friends tank by James Watts. It's gonna be a full body, full tank. So I'm at 13 inches right now. I'm gonna knit 1 more inch, and then I'm gonna start the shaping and stuff, I think, for the top of it. Woo! And then, you know, just do it like that. So that's the plan for this. It's just like my easy project that I bring everywhere. I'm knitting this in Fiber MacGyver, Vanilla Bean. This is her 100% superwash merino. It's a single ply. It's the same color as this shirt, actually. I'm gonna put the second skein, I guess, in here for when I need it. Really love how this single ply feels. 100% superwash merino. But I'm excited to have this done. I want to probably try to finish this before it gets really hot out. I might try to wear it to Shepard's Harvest. More news about Shepard's Harvest coming, but that's for later in the episode. So that was that project. And now I have my redesign project bag. I have a project in just bag. And I am working on the Wonky Starfish, which is a shawl pattern by James Watts. I am working on like a neons and neutrals version. So these are the other colors that I'm going to use in it, but I already have used this purple and this green, so they're not in the bag anymore. These are all Muse 2320 yarns. I believe this brown is technically Undercover Otter. Yeah, so this is Undercover Otter. For this brown, it's a yak blend. I don't think I'm going to have enough of that brown for this project, so I need to go through my leftovers to make sure I have another brown that's a similar shade. I got these 2 colors from Muse 2320 recently. These are Victory Carrot and Victory Tomato. We just had the Minnesota Yarn Shop Hop here in the Twin Cities area. 13 yarn shops participated, and the overall theme for the shop hop was gardens and plants. So I work at Muse 2320, and our theme we chose was Victory Garden to show support for like the Victory Gardens that we as United States citizens participated in during World War II, because we had to grow our own food and stuff to survive because war is expensive and blah 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 blah, as we know now. So Victory Garden all the way. We really brought the 70s vibe into Muse, and it was really great. I love working there. We have a new space. It's gorgeous. If you're ever in Minnesota, please let me know, and I will try to make my way to Muse 2320, and you should too, because it's a gorgeous space and I love it there. We just moved. It's a bigger space and it's gorgeous. I'm so excited for the adventures that Muse has. So that's what's in this project. This is really a slow going project that I'll probably just have on my wheels for a while because I don't really have a rush for a shawl. Same with this next project, but again, it's a Stephen West shawl, so we shall see how it goes. Stephen West right now is doing a stash bust along. If you haven't seen on Instagram, if you're dead, she is like trying to see. Okay, nope, she's going on the couch. Okay. And I purchased this pattern when it came out. This is the Brioripple wrap. I am using all scrap yarns that I have of Muse 2320. So it's a 2-color brioche and a like reverse stockinette shawl. All of the rippling happens within the first row of the brioche. So I just started my 3rd section of brioche. I have to do like almost 50 sections each of brioche and the I think just shy of 50 sections, but I have to do 50 sections, and I'm not really that excited to do it, but it will happen. It'll go by fast, especially because I haven't done any brioche in a while, and brioche goes fast for me. So there's that. My cat loves this project because she loves the Surrey. I'm alternating using all scraps of Surrey that I have from Muse. I have a few other lace weight mohairs from Knitting for Olive that I'm going to use in this because they're just more colors. But for the most part, this is going to be an all Muse shawl that I'm going to just have as a very warm piece and accessory for the winter. So I'm excited for that. I have the project being held in this box, but all of my yarn and stuff is in this bag. So I have a bag of all of my lace weight that I'm going to be using, and a bag of all of my singles. Some of my singles that I have, or my fingering weights that I have in here, are also different as well. Oh, I guess since I have that in here. So yeah, I have more Undercover Otter in here. Yeah, so I have all these things. Very excited for this project. Excited to use up all of these scraps and everything. It doesn't take a lot of scraps for each brio section, so I'm not too worried about using like mini skeins, or like my micro skeins that I have that are like 5 grams. So hopefully all of that will go by fast and I can just chunk this along. I think the only worry I have is about like repeating when I want to repeat my lace weights, because I definitely don't have enough lace weight for 1 lace weight per section. So I'll have to repeat lace weights, making sure that I'm not pairing lace weights with the same colors that they had with before. So yeah. And then picking my accent colors too for that stockinette section is gonna be hard, because I don't want it to like be too random, but I also don't want it to like be like, oh, a little fade in the middle of this shawl. Like, I don't want that either. So there's that. Those are the 2 shawl projects that I have on right now. And now I have my little bunny friend pattern. I got this kit at the yarnery for Christmas, I believe. So far I am. I got his little arms, got the bunny's arms stuffed. I got his torso stuffed and his head stuffed. So I'm on the legs. I bought this at the yarnery. I believe it was for Christmas or something. But I just have to put the legs on the needles and do the legs, and then it has a whole little outfit that I have to knit for him. So I'm probably gonna knit this as a Christmas gift for my newest nephew. Maybe a birthday gift, I don't know yet, but a little gift for him, or maybe I'll keep it. I don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling, but yeah. So there's that. This is in my French Supply Co bag. I believe I'm knitting, this yarn is Blue Sky, fairly certain, so it's a kit that the yarnery has. Amazing. And my last whip that I have currently on my needles, talk about my future projects, in my Bearded Pearl Autumn Friends bag, is a test knit. Oh, and the little bunny pattern is by Nessa Stockard. I am test knitting a colorwork sweater for Tomomi Yoshimoto. Saw this on her feed, and she posted that she was asking for testers for the English pattern, for the English version, and I said, yes please. If you can't tell what those are, they're coffee beans, little espresso beans. So I'm knitting this up. Oh, I haven't seen this like on camera. I love how crisp already this looks on camera, the color work. This is the first row of color work that I finished. I'm super excited with how it looks. Just goes bands of color work. So I have like 5 or 6 bands of color work, and then straight stockinette, and I have like a little color work cuff at the sleeve. I think I have until like the end of May to finish this. So I will probably work on this a bit more tonight. I'm working this in Calborn Woolen's Scout, which is a sport weight. I'm working in the color, my main color, this red is cinnamon. This red brown is cinnamon. Driftwood for sure is one of my other ones. No, this is hazelnut. So this is the first color that I used, is hazelnut. It's kind of like a violet brown color. And I think this one is driftwood, but I could be mistaken. No, this is Stonehenge or stone. It just says stone on the. Oh, Stone Heather. Okay. So my next coffee bean will be in Stone Heather. Ba-boo. I did something I never really. I was reading the instructions, and it said to cast on the collar on a US 7, and then, you know, the body's knit on a US 7. I was like, okay, cool, design choice. I don't mind that. I don't mind a little bit of a looser neck. And then I got a message being like, actually, the collar's supposed to be knit on a 6. And I was like, I'm far enough. I don't really want to knit it back, and I don't care too much. I think it'll work out really well, actually, since I did it that way. But there's that. The only sucky thing is that my first and last floats are all so long, because the colorwork chart is just so wide around. Very excited to be testing this for the designer and everything, so we shall see how that goes. I'm gonna try to be better. I'm trying to be better with this project, especially about taking pictures. So I need to get my barber cord out and try to get a picture of the first row of color work done before I start it. I'm gonna try to get little snippets during the process of knitting this. So I'll probably take that picture today before it gets dark out, and then continue on knitting with this pattern. So that is all I have for stuff that's currently on my needles or recently off my needles. Big stash acquisition that I have right here in this bag. Now, this could be a sweater quantity, but alas, it is not. So, I was shopping around Muse during Shop Hop, and I didn't want to get the Shop Hop pattern. I mean, I have it, obviously, it's free. But, I saw this skein of egret in the color Deep Sea, and I was like, I love this. This is gorgeous. This is my color. I love a blue. I love a green blue. Super gorgeous. And I also saw this skein of Let Lopi. Let Lopi is a very rustic wool from Iceland. So I'm gonna pair these together. I'm gonna hold the Let Lopi double with the Surrey, and I'm going to knit a pair of Cushy Tushy, which is a pants pattern by Stephen West. I had knit this pattern about 5 years ago during COVID, and out of some Rhino bulky, and I was not a good knitter back at that time, and they did not turn out the way I wanted. I feel like my skills have improved a lot, that I can tackle the project again and do it with a lot of confidence and a lot more skill, and with like the right yarn. So, 1 second. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry. Partner just got home from work, so we'll just wrap this up quick. So this is gonna be a big project for the summer, I think, so that I can have some sweatpants for the fall, which I think will be really fun. And then my other project that I want to get on my needles again is my onesie that I knit, that I showed you guys in the last podcast. I need to adjust the length on the cuff, on the legs and the arms a little bit, and I'm going to do some surgery just to snip and then do a hem or a Kitchener to like reattach it. So that's going to be the other adventure that I have with that project, is lengthening everything and then properly washing it. I got some tips on how to properly wash the yarn for that, and I think I'm also gonna embed a zipper instead of like snaps. So adventures to come with that. And then last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about the Kerchief Mal that Emily of the Botanical Knitter is hosting. So for those of you who are not in Minnesota, during Mother's Day weekend, we hold the Shepherd's Harvest. It's like Rhinebeck, but it's Shepherd's Harvest. It's local to Minnesota. I did a vlog on it last year, or 2 years ago, I think, and super awesome place for the yarn community to come together and support local sheep and support local farms and support local people and blah, blah, blah. So this year we're doing a kerchief mal, so you can either knit or crochet a kerchief now until the first day or second day of Shepherd's Harvest, which is May 10th. It's the first like open market day, so May 10th and 11th, come to Shepherd's Harvest with your kerchief. Post about it on Instagram, post pictures of you wearing it with the hashtag kerchiefmal SH or SH kerchief mal. Post is on my Instagram. It's on Botanical Knitter's Instagram. Check that out for more details and stuff like that. Other than that, that is about it that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for letting me be on your screens today. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you all sticking around for my funny business and being absent and everything. So, without further ado, I'm going to get back to knitting and get back to the rest of my day. Have a wonderful one, guys. Bye.